in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Hello, Clarice.
Killing that. Sound good? Yes, sir!
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
All right. Welcome to Minifan Movie Mondays on the Kirkman Network. I'm Steve from Providence with Adam Minahan and Kevin from Bristol. Gentlemen, tonight we are doing the inaugural episode of Minifan Movie Mondays. We're doing Rocky 3, which is, in my opinion, one of the great movies of all time. Asked you gentlemen to come on with us, and you guys were very, I'd say, excited about the opportunity. Whose ever volume that is, just try and turn it down a little bit. But this is definitely, we're going to do Rocky 3 and Rocky 4. Two great movies. So how you guys feeling about this?
Hey, yo, Steve, I think it's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Adam.
I'm nervous. These movies just have meant so much to my life. So I'm actually nervous. I want to do Sylvester very, very proud.
Okay. Well, I mean, the good thing is this movie's an hour and 40 minutes, so we get a lot of time to talk about everything. I want to address throughout it Rocky 1 and Rocky 2 a little bit, maybe touch a little bit on 4, but I do want to talk about how bad of a disappointment 5 and Rocky Balboa were altogether.
Oh, you didn't like Rocky Balboa? Wow. Okay.
No, I didn't like it at all, to be honest. 60-year-old men should not be in the ring. But I mean, as we're looking back, I mean, look at this. This is great. I mean, come on right now. This is the greatest. These are the greatest movies of all time. This takes me back to listening to my parents fucking in their bedroom, and I'm just hiding out, trying to escape from everything. Unbelievable.
I'm just the quick little clip of Burt Young just brings it back to me. My God, I love that guy in this movie. He's the biggest asshole and the most entertaining person there ever was.
It's one of those things. For Burt, I'll say this: it's like he did other movies, but if you do a movie like this and you're that kind of character, you can just walk away knowing you did one fucking amazing, great thing. You need nothing else.
He was it was depressing to watch him on The Sopranos, to be honest with you. He was decent in the couple of episodes, but it was depressing to see.
But when they did these movies, did it for him and like Talia Shire? Did it kill the rest of their movie career?
Well, I mean, Talia Shire, was in The Godfather.
Yeah, but
and she's film royalty. I mean, she's a Coppola.
She's a Coppola. Yeah, I think that she's doing fine. I can understand. I mean, it's difficult to get beyond the Adrian persona, but I mean, Jesus Christ, she was in The Godfather.
Yeah, but you see her right there, and what do you think? I don't think anyone would think of The Godfather.
Well, yeah, I think of her as Adrian, of course, but to be in the fucking Rocky movies and The Godfather, I mean, you wash your hands of a career. That's fucking aces.
Yeah,
no, unless you're Sylvester Stallone, obviously, goes and it just continues to go.
I mean, what's up? Go ahead. No, I was
Steve.
just gonna say when you're looking at the like Paulie, all you could do is think of Uncle Paulie now. Like regardless of what he did, anything, and he's done a lot of independent movies and stuff like that. But he will always be. I think that would kind of take away from him trying out at any role whatsoever.
Carl Weathers, for Christ's sake. I mean, he was great in Predator, and he's absolutely great in Happy Gilmore, which is an overrated movie, but his performance is fantastic. But you're always going to look at him as Apollo Creed.
Now, as coming on, Rocky's pretty much he's just tearing through the competition now, and in a little bit he's going to get some bad news broken to him. But right now, all he's doing is just ripping these guys apart.
So I don't I don't like I don't want to foreshadow too much here, but I don't really appreciate Mickey saying what he says to him regarding Clubber Lang later on, and that these are all cream puffs. It's not really fair. He's got to fight the guys that are in front of him. I mean, Jesus. you know, I mean, how good of a heavyweight class was it at this point? You know, maybe he was fighting the best. They just weren't all that great. It's not his fault.
And then you got Clubber Lang, who's pretty much stalking him at all of his matches. He wants to be everywhere where Rocky can see because he's a young and up and coming fighter. He wants his shot.
And a young and up and coming star. Prior to the Rocky movie, Mr.T was a professional bodyguard to Muhammad Ali, Leon Spinks, Sugar Ray Leonard. The guy was a bodyguard. He was a real badass dude. Badass BA. There we go.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was. So there was a lot of people that wanted this part, but they were kind of looking, as in a lot of the other Rocky movies, they try and put a actual professional boxer or someone that's had some boxing in their history, inside the ring with Rocky or to play along in the movie in some aspect. So they were looking at Joe Frazier and Ernie Shavers, who were both professional fighters, but Joe Frazier had a stuttering problem and the other gentleman had a high-pitched voice. So, and they went with a producer was watching a radio TV program. It was America's Toughest Bouncer, and they seen Mr. T on it, and that's how they chose him. They wanted him. They said he played the part perfect, especially during the readings and everything like that. So, you also see with this, for people that are watching, if you just woke up in a cave and have never seen this movie before, Rocky's he's getting a lot of endorsements right now, which is fortunate because the last time that he tried to do this shit, he couldn't read and he was wasting everyone's time.
Makes me mainly.
You see him on the Muppet Show?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Stallone was on the Muppet Show as Stallone, and Jim Henson went in and redubbed the Muppets' voices to introduce him as Rocky Balboa, so they could use it in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay. Now, didn't you when you met him, Kevin? When you met him, the story behind it, he's an asshole in person, correct?
I don't know if I call him an asshole. He's just he's an introvert. You know,
Okay.
I didn't like the way that his manager. Do you want to do this now? Do you want me to tell you the story now?
Well, I mean, we got a little bit of a fight. See, Clubber Lane's doing exactly what they showed Rocky doing, and that's just beating the absolute shit out of people right now. And Mickey's out there watching.
Mickey's nervous. Mickey is concerned.
He knows what's about to go on. But I mean, like, so you could tell a little bit. I mean, you met him. How long ago did you meet him?
A long time ago. But think about this. I grew up. My grandfather was a boxer. His record was like 47-2. He was a boxer. He loved fucking Rocky. So when I'm out in LA and I get a small role in a movie that Stallone's in, I'm like, I'm gonna meet fucking Rocky. I'll get a picture with him. Show my grandfather. He'll be so proud of me. And the first day on set, he walks in with his manager, and the guy goes, "I'm Kevin King. This is Mr. Stallone. You don't talk to Mr. Stallone unless he talks to you. You don't look at Mr. Stallone unless he looks at you. His name is not Rocky. His name is not Sly. His name's not even Sylvester. It's Mr. Stallone." And it was just so much of the shit you hear about that you don't believe exists. And I'm standing there like, what? And he's just standing there looking down at the ground, like, what a douche. You know, this is your crew of guys working with you, and you come in and we can't look at you or talk to you. Fuck you, man. I was so pissed off.
Is that a manager thing though? Like, I mean, those guys.
I mean, he's standing there while the guy's saying it.
Okay.
You know,
right.
and I'll say this for him. Whenever he walked by me on set, I used to give him my back. And one day I'm on set and I'm wearing a red beret cocked to one side, and I was feeling pretty good about myself. And he walks right up to my face. I'm like, "What's going on?" And he goes, "I like your hat." And he walked away, and I was like, that was a great moment for me. You know, I felt like he approached me. He spoke to me. I had to go to his house a couple times, which was amazing. Statues in his yard, fig trees. It was like this beautiful mansion. And the first day I go to his house to give him some script changes, like a maid answers the door. And that's what I expect to see every time. She goes, "Next time you come, go to the side door." I go to the side door the second time. Stallone opens the door. He's in a wife beater. He's jacked. He leans out the door to grab the script changes, and behind him on the wall is a giant painting of himself from the movie Cliffhanger. Well, I have actual Stallone right here, and then I have a painting of Stallone behind him, and I don't know whether it was humorous or fucking awesome.
That's awesome.
But I had the two Stallones right there.
Hold on. Cliffhanger is top 5 movie. top
Yeah,
five,
absolutely.
top five
It's
Stallone
just-
movie without a doubt.
It's great cheese. It's not
It
meant
really
to
is.
be, an Oscar winner. It's meant to be just action entertainment, and it delivers.
It's what we're watching, for crying out loud. You just
So
want an
now-
hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes
Yeah.
of just pure entertainment.
Yeah.
So now
all these Rocky movies, they just jerk off your adrenaline. That's what they're here for.
No. We're at that point now. For 3 and 4, that's what it's about. It's just getting your hairs to stick up. That's really what it's about. Before, it was about being a movie, winning Academy Awards, or being nominated, and now it's literally about just going and getting guys' dicks hard.
Sure, I agree with that. And now you just see that. So Paulie's in jail right now for committing and throwing a bottle at a freaking pinball machine. So
at a Rocky pinball machine, yeah.
At a Rocky pinball. So he's in a bad way right now because if you think about it, in the past, Rocky's always needed him either for. I mean, he hooked him up with his sister.
A job.
You got him a job. He's got him food. He gave him. Remember, he was always letting him beat the shit out of the meat inside the cooler. And now he doesn't need him anymore. So Paulie kind of I think he's a little bit jealous now. And he sees everyone else doing good. And so now Paulie is kind of upset about this. It's kind of boiling over right now. So he I guess he wants a job or something like that. He wants to be part of the crew.
Well, Quantum Week Chris would probably say this is a bit of karma for Burt Young Paulie's character, considering the way that he treated Adrian in the first movie.
Yeah,
that's really good. I go, and you know what? Like, Chris, hello. There's part of me that agrees with you, but there's also a part that Adrian kind of deserved it. I still, to this day, to go back to Rocky 1, one of my favorite lines is when Rocky's a bookie at that point, and they talk about taking her out. And he's like,
take her to the zoo.
You can take her to the zoo. Me and my friends to this day will randomly just go and be like, oh, she seems like a really nice girl. You should take her to the zoo. Love it. And that's. Adrian came out of her shell, especially in this movie. A little bit more in 2, but definitely came out of it. The shit in this movie. And
in the beginning of 1, Adrian's almost special needs.
Oh,
she
almost.
is like.
I think that was the zoo. I think that was the zoo joke there, Kevin.
Yeah, no. I want to do an homage to Rocky 1 right now. I got my glass and my egg.
I do it.
Oh.
I'm gonna do 2.
Oh, don't do it.
I just seen Dak Prescott blow out his freaking
ankle.
Oh,
Sideways.
Oh, who cares? Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
He cried. Get over it.
You guys.
I'm on Skip Bayless's team.
To the Italian Stallion.
I'm gonna vomit.
Nasty.
Can I have a job?
Fuck! Let's fight somebody. Oh.
So the other thing that with Paulie. Oh, here we go.
There's a nice Maserati right there in the background.
Yes, it is.
So, but so Kevin, thank you very much for doing that, by the way. Now, if you listen to Rocky, so now all of a sudden Rocky's lost his ability. He sounds like he's been. This is 2 years difference or 3 years difference from Rocky 2, when you could barely understand anything that he was saying. So He's obviously went back to school, finished his education because he can read now. He talks like a normal human being. He obviously got some class.
Yeah, I don't know why that. I understand why that transition was made, but what Rocky was 79. This is 82, mind you. In this same year that this came out, what came out directly after this?
Rambo in October.
First Blood.
Yeah.
What a year.
Yeah.
Give me another year like that, for crying out loud. But I don't know how all of a sudden he went from a 60 IQ to a normal 100, because I don't think anybody's gonna call him smart, but I would say he's probably average. Kevin just jumped off.
Yep.
How dare
he? But yeah. So all of a sudden now he's an educated. He probably went to vomit that nonsense up that he just did. But so now all of a sudden he's a very well articulated man. He dresses nice like a champ.
He can sing.
He can sing, and Adrian looks a lot different than what she did with those horn rim glasses that she had on.
God.
They've come a long way from Rocky trapping her in the corner.
Didn't she have black? Oh, thank you. Didn't she have black hair too in the first
I
one?
think she might have had darker hair. I think you're right.
Yeah, and now she's kind of a reddish tinge to it. Like, yeah, I mean, and that's another again. Hello, QW, Chris. It's another problematic point. And one is if this movie was made today, and Rocky went and put those huge arms up against the walls as she was backed against the corner and wouldn't let her leave. Now, in my opinion, in that situation, no meant yes.
Take off your glasses.
But in 2020,
Jesus.
that scene would be problematic.
You're probably right, because I mean, he pretty much would not let her leave.
No, and she didn't want to leave. But
I do like the fact that that we're talking about one a little bit. So right now he's getting ready to do a charity match. Rocky's in the charity now. He's in the charity now. So he's doing all sorts of things. He's come a long way in 3 years. A long way. But in Rocky
that
1,
mustache.
No.
Does anybody know what happened to what was the name of that dog? What was the name of the Butkus? What the hell happened to
Butkus? That's right.
He was in 2, wasn't he? He was in 2 for
two?
I think he was. Was he sitting on the stairs patting him at his new house?
Burgess Meredith right there is I mean, it's amazing that he made it through as much of the movie as he did.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. Jesus, just beat to death.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And here's an homage to TJ Hubbard right here.
Yeah. Thunderlips. Unbelievable.
Just a specimen of a human being right there.
Now, this is...
So, he got fired. He got fired from WWF for taking this role. They didn't want him to take it.
Did he really?
Fired. And then months later, Vince McMahon Jr. hired him back because they knew he'd be a star. And after this, he was a huge star. Yeah. He's building this movie as being 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
In real life, he's 6'6" in real life.
Is he really?
In Stallone's 5'7"?
Stallone's supposed to be 6'1" in this movie. They say his biography says he's 5'10". I'm 5'9.5".
He's shorter.
And I was looking over his head with him and his lifts on. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough sell. I understand, but you know what? In life, like, you know, I mean, I love Empire Strikes Back. It's a perfect movie. Sometimes you just need to suspend your disbelief, and this is one of those situations. We're gonna in the next movie with 4, you're gonna watch a guy who in Dolph is probably 6'4" for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And he even makes a joke to Clubber Lang. Jesus Christ, I apologize. Apollo Creed about getting a ladder. It's like should be talking about yourself there. So
well, one thing with Stallone, even before all this, he wanted to be Superman. He wanted to take Christopher Reeve's spot as far as Superman, and the complaint was he was too small.
Yeah,
and his line was, "Well, can't I just float?" He just wanted to float the whole time.
It's funny when I moved to LA, I thought to myself, all these actors are giants. I'm too small to be an actor. Yeah, and I get out there, and everybody's fucking tiny. Tom Cruise is tiny. Stallone's tiny. Everyone was tiny.
Now one thing. So how Bridget Nielsen, which was his second wife, was what? She was like 5'10", 5'11". She was a big woman.
She was.
She towered over him.
That's all right. He's a confident son of a bitch, as we've learned.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at that. Why don't we just dance around and I'll just hit you a little bit? This is such a great. He's selling right now. The Hulkster is selling right now. This is great.
I want to know who came up with Thunderlips. I mean, I know. So he directed and wrote this movie.
Yes.
He also directed. I think he wrote 1. He didn't direct 1. He partially wrote 2, directed 2, and then he wrote and directed this. Right.
Yes. It was produced by Irvin Winkler.
Yes.
Winkler, who did Raging Bull and Goodfellas.
Yeah, I mean, I Raging Bull, great movie. Understand. I don't need to rewatch it anytime soon, but I'll rewatch Goodfellas any day.
Yeah, of course.
That's one of the ones like this where if it's on whenever you're switching the channels, you'll stop and just, even for 10 minutes, you'll just watch it.
Like like Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, Bad Boys 2. Like between the 3 of us, how much would I be underselling to say we've probably watched this collectively? What, 500 times between the 3 of us?
100%.
If you add in all the Rockies, you're gonna go above that.
Oh yeah. Oh, but I mean,
there were times my friends and I would pull an all-nighter and just watch all the Rockies right through, stay up all night, watch them. fight each other.
Would that be 5 as well?
Probably not.
Okay, thank God.
Interesting story. So I had to rent this movie tonight. I actually, when I was going through my divorce, I actually burnt all my Rocky movies. I threw everything in a big fucking pile in the fire pit because I didn't want my ex-wife to get my anything. So I burnt all my DVDs and everything. So
You think your wife would watch your Rocky movies?
Dude, you get some. You've got some fucking issues, man. I mean, Jesus Christ, who thinks like that? Like she's gonna what? I mean, like I know that she hates you as she fucking rightly should. But you think she's gonna go that fucking spiteful and take your Rocky shit?
You know what though? She didn't get it.
No.
And you paid $3.99 for high definition rent. Actually, who am I kidding? Your television doesn't have high definition. Come on.
So now Mickey's feeling like shit. Like now you start to see when Mickey's starting to get some health problems. I mean, it lasts for a little bit, then it goes away, and he seems to be healthy again. But right now, that's the first sign that something's actually wrong.
Yeah.
And let's go a little deeper here too. From my understanding, at least, like Rocky does not have any family presence whatsoever in any of these movies.
Oh no, you're wrong. You would be wrong, my good man.
No. Time out. For what we're watching so far, for 1, 2, and then into this, he does not have a family presence in these movies.
Correct.
Mickey is basically not just obviously the person that trains him, but is also his the father figure.
Yes, he's a loner. He's by himself. He has no one in his life. He's like me. He's nobody.
My God, it's just gonna be so. You're thinking about a fucking car, a toy car, for Christ's sake, and being that upset. That's
I was so mad about that, you asshole. I'm so fucking pissed off. You have no idea. I would have rather the guy had given my kid a beating than freaking do that.
I can almost understand that, because then you can actually do something about that, for crying out loud. What you can just there stew and twiddle your dick and just be like, I can't really. It's my thing, but it's not now. Shit.
Such a petty thing to be mad about.
Well, I mean, like, and you said that it made it better, right?
Oh yeah, it did. That's a part that even God didn't need to bring it somewhere to get fixed. That would be like, I know how to change my oil, and like you having to ask me for help or something like that. That would, it fucking bothered me more than you can imagine. So this still fighting now, and I mean they did an awesome job of selling this. Rocky obviously went into this thinking it was fake.
We have the great entertainer in Hulk Hogan here in order to go and sell the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's perfect in this. Obviously it's what he does for a living. It's just done exquisitely. And then there's Stallone, just veins popping out of his 165-pound body.
Well, after I did some research, and in this movie, later on when he's cutting down and he cuts weight for his fight, he gets down to 155 pounds.
It does not surprise me.
150. He ate 2 meals a day, and he just did a lot of cardio, and he just cut as much weight as possible.
Which is funny because he's listed at what? What do they list him as?
I think 189 or something like that.
Because he's even more shredded in 4.
Oh yeah. He is complete. And this is a total. So in 3 years, I mean, from the time Rocky 2 to right now, there was a total difference in body type than what he had in Rocky 1 and Rocky 2.
That's where he got the brains.
Yes.
All of the weight loss made him smarter. That's got to be
most likely. Maybe started reading a little bit on how to take care of himself. Yeah. But a lot of I'm also assuming, I mean, I don't know, but I'm assuming they were doing a lot of work for Rambo, and they probably want to make him look a little smaller for Rambo, because he had to be taping around the same time, right?
No, he did. No, don't get your head out of your ass. He did this because he wanted to look great on film.
No, what are you talking about?
Dude, I love him. He's a friggin' hero of mine. It upsets me that Kevin had such a bad experience. But look at this. He wanted it's just like Italian Shire, she's wet. He did this because he wants to look great on film. And I mean that one we're gonna see in the training sequence.
Yes.
Where did you just fart?
No.
Yeah.
I did not.
It's fine. But in the training sequence where they're running on the beach and he finally beats him and he lifts his hand up and there's the fucking striation that I've never seen on another human being go straight down the middle of his bicep all the way into his armpit. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, well,
he did this for vanity reasons, which is fine. It looks awesome. It's awesome.
Now we're at the point now. He just left. So he had a 2-bedroom shithole in Philadelphia.
Yes.
So now he is in a full-blown mansion. Fully decorated. So in the last 3 years, he learned how to read. He learned how to write.
And he's worth
tons of money right now.
$100 million for Christ's sake.
Back then, and that's like $1 billion right now.
And he can't. And there's just the terrible wallpaper. God bless him.
Yep. Talia Shire looks fantastic.
Absolutely. Bird just still looks like shit.
Kevin, is everything all right?
I'm backstage.
Okay.
No, you're on, right?
You're on, buddy.
You're on.
I am.
You're on.
Yeah, you're on.
You're all set.
I'm not on the screen.
Talia
Bizarre.
Shire looks amazing there.
Couldn't they have done a better job? You don't think they could have found a better one? I could understand in one they kind of wanted to go with the homely look, a lady that works in a pet store. But you don't think they could have found someone that was going to turn out to be a little bit better down the road?
No, Talia Shire is great, and you can't, dude. I mean, honestly, you have to make it believable. The guy was. We made fun of Talia Shire for going to the zoo. Rocky was probably below that. She could at least hold a job in a pet store. He was a goddamn bookie bouncing a ball on the sidewalk.
So now they get their shit. They're doing the statues right now. So they did 3 statues. There was 3 statues that were made by 3 that were made by the I don't know, artist that makes them. They were 8.5 feet tall, 600 pounds or 800 pounds, fucking huge. And I was doing some reading about it, and so one of them is still at the steps of the Philadelphia Art Museum, and one of them was auctioned off, and one is somewhere else on somewhere else in Philadelphia. He didn't want to keep any of them, which is surprising. But the people of Philadelphia thought it was like a joke to have that statue around, and they wanted to get rid of it. But they ended up the Philadelphia Museum of Art ended up saying it was very historic. So they keep it at the stair. It's called the Rocky Steps. It's at the bottom of the steps leading up
a
to
huge
to
tourist
the top.
attraction.
My wife has run it. She's from outside of Philadelphia. She was a huge track star, and she has run those stairs.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Kevin,
Still very thin.
there?
Thank God.
What's that?
You ever been there, Kevin?
Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing sticks out as being anything great or shitty, but I've been there.
I didn't know if you had been to the even paid homage to the statue. I know he's a great hair of yours.
Yeah, I've seen the statue.
Okay.
Is it still up?
It's
still
is.
up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's still up.
Yeah, like I said, it's called they've even renamed the steps. They're called the Rocky Steps.
Because in Balboa, they say they took it down. I just want to make sure that that's not real life.
They moved it around for the movie. Yeah, for the movie, like at different parts, at different movies and stuff, they'll just move it. If like there's a movie taping in the area, they will remove the statue.
They shouldn't.
And they always put it back.
Have respect. They shouldn't do that.
So now, right now, Clubber Lang's at this what do you call it? I don't know. It's a ceremony.
It's a ceremony in press. He's about to announce something. He shouldn't be doing. He's trying to get ahead of that brain damage.
I just don't know how he's made so much money in the last 3 years in order to be able to just say fuck it.
Well, look at Floyd. Look at Floyd Mayweather. Look at all these guys, for Christ's sake.
You saw the endorsements. They did about a 5-minute montage where he was on every magazine and every commercial.
Well, back then too, this is right before Tyson, right? And Tyson was making a killing. Like there was money in boxing. Come on.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, but I mean, I just want to know where he learned how to read. Because I do.
With Talia Shire.
I just wish Justin could throw up how I smell mainly in the morning when I flash it up.
I smell mainly. I love it.
I fucking every time I see
He can't read.
Dude, that guy's so mad.
The director, as he should be, he's just pissed.
You're wasting everyone's time. Now Clubber Lang's pissed. He wants his fucking shot before Stallone retires.
Can someone tell me about the feathers? I mean, really? Like, was that? I mean, is that just?
It was
an
a
80s
style.
Thing?
It was style, man.
It's a terrible fucking style.
He had his own style. Clubber Lang, Mr. T had his own style with the gold chains. And I was watching a thing. I remember from when I was a kid when Mr. T was hot before he went on. What was that show that he went on? Jesus Christ.
A-Team?
The A-Team. They did like this expose of him, and he hated trees. So the first thing he did when he bought his house, which had like 100 and something trees around it, and despite all the neighbors hated him, because he used to just hire tree companies to go in and tear apart all the trees. He fucking hates trees. He loves
Well, I
gold
think-
chains, hates trees.
I do too.
I hate raking leaves. Maybe that's a problem. I pity the fool who rakes leaves.
But so
Miss-
Mickey,
so-
Mickey and him. So right now, as we're going into it right now to describe, Mickey is pissed off at him because Mickey does not want him to take. Obviously, it's starting right now. Mickey has a secret that he's about to tell him. He is fucking pissed off right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
Mickey
is
shouldn't be getting
this
worked
is.
up.
Hold on, we're crossing the line.
Yes, yes.
That's it. Yep, you got it. That's it. That's all it took.
Yeah, that's all it took. He's in his head dancing.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
That's it. Send your woman over.
You make. I mean, you could say that. You could say basically anything to Steve over here for crying out loud. You make fun of his cereal, he's gonna have the same exact fucking reaction.
That's fucking.
Oh my God.
He know the move.
He did.
I-
Just go after the woman. I would allow him. I'd be like, you know what? She could go over to your place. That's fine. I'm okay.
How about
with
the fact that Mick's got pink walls?
I'm more of a mauve, but yeah.
Not like that room was just
I
thrown
know.
together
I
last
know.
minute, was it?
On a permanent vacation. He's amazing. He doesn't crack for a second. The guy is
No.
amazing.
No. Those walls, though, that doesn't really fit. And I'm just noticing this right now.
Dude, he's lucky to have a room. Okay, Jesus Christ.
So obviously he lives with them.
Well, obviously, Steve, his wife chose the paint color. She passed away. He couldn't bear to change it because he loved her so much.
Do you really, really think that man right there was married? He probably killed his wife.
Well, so now they're about to get into it. Now here's the crux of the whole argument. Here we go.
By the way, like, how would Rocky not know that? Wouldn't you know your craft?
No, because he doesn't know his craft. Well, I mean, while he was learning how to read, he obviously wasn't paying attention to the business aspect of boxing.
He was too much in love. He was making too
Yeah.
much money. I got you.
Yes.
Still, like, I mean, I'd be paying attention to the fighters. I would think, but that's all right. He is dumb.
I think he was taking a lot of homeschool courses or something because he got much more intelligent, better dressed. He was taking a lot of, I think, online classes about fashion.
You missed.
Why-
You missed this. We've come to the conclusion. I came to the conclusion that all of the body mass that he took off from 2 to 3 to get to 155 and cut made him smarter. It's the only thing.
It's something happened, but I'm fine with it. I buy it all.
It comes right back in 5 though, so don't worry about it.
So Mickey's idea of decorations is having those lovely shades and some boxing gloves hanging from the door. This is not well done. There are some things that are well done in the movie.
Whoa.
Some random pictures of Rocky, almost like they're going to sit down, they're going to do a close-up, and the picture's going to be in back of them.
What do you mean this is not well
It's like
done?
they're sitting in a funeral home.
It's a little low for a picture to be hanging. That's all.
Well,
I'm
they're both short people. They can't get very high.
And I will tell you, later on in the movie comes the biggest shock that I just seen from rewatching this earlier today that I've never seen before in this movie. And it's coming up in about a half an hour, but I almost fell over.
What?
I did not know Mickey was Jewish.
Oh,
I didn't know that either.
well, you know,
Steve's
this is
gonna
the
have a big
first
problem with
movie.
this. And
This is
I
the
mean,
first
Steve,
movie
the
they
producer.
mentioned his last name.
Yes, I did not.
know what-
Well, I was a kid when it came out. So, I mean, this is 82. I was, what, 3? But then as you get older, you never paid attention to stuff.
No.
Is Goldmill a Jewish name?
It is.
Yeah.
But also Mickey, I thought the guy, Mick, thought he was Irish. Does he look like a Jewish guy? I mean, Jesus
The original Mickey was Woody Allen. Jesus Christ, Rocky, what's going on? What the fuck, for Christ's sakes? What are you doing over there? You're getting beaten to death. I can't believe it. I'm petrified.
Oh, that's yeah. So I did not. That was the most shocking thing to come out of as I was looking through some information about this movie. I did not know that he was a Jewish man. But hey,
It's a great suit. Look at this thing.
that Windsor that Mick's got around his neck looks somewhat reminiscent to a Harry Minahan before his communion.
Hanging slack.
Got to be careful. You got to be careful. Let's not bring up names. Last time somebody brought up somebody's name, it did not go well for that other podcast.
All right, so now he's promised him that he's going to train him one more time. All right, now
And this is a little bit different than the training sequences we've seen in the previous two movies, and we will see soon enough as well.
yes, now I figured this out all on my own. So this is pretty much reminiscent of when Apollo Creed was looking to find someone to fight him in Rocky 1, and they found the Italian Stallion, and he took the fight very lightly, and he didn't bother training much at all. And I think this is somewhat reminiscent of that. So now Rocky, he got Mick to help him out, and he's not even interested in his training really.
He's going to come full circle here.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
this
that's
is a
Frank
disaster.
Stallone doing the singing.
Is it really?
Well,
Is that a shot?
know
Is that a shot at me? Is that what you're doing right there?
that's awesome.
Fuck you, RA. Seriously,
Frank
fuck off.
Stallone Minahan. Wow.
I mean, Mickey's obviously getting pissed off right now.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
When have you ever seen anything? And this is honestly what
Who
Floyd
puts
Beverly.
Mickey's hats on? He never wears the hat straight. It's always fucking Mickey. Put your hat on straight. I'm driving me crazy. Have my hat on sideways like that.
He was ahead of his time. It's a look.
Yeah.
Look at all the cool kids doing that shit now.
Some of the more.
I'm down in South Carolina. It was 95 degrees out, and the kid was wearing a wool hat just like that the other day. It's a look.
See, the thing I don't understand is so now here we go. Clubber
Oh,
Lang
yeah.
is training his dick off right now. He is pissed off. He's getting his fucking chance. Paulie only cares about money.
Money.
But the thing so Rocky begs him to come help him train.
Look at this.
One last fight. Getting a
You know
kiss
what that
from
is,
some
right?
blonde bimbo.
Who was that?
You know,
Is that
that's his
Chrissy
first
Brinkley?
wife.
No, it's not. Is it really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
What's that? Sasha Zach? Check.
What was her name? Sasha, something like that.
Sasha Zach?
Does it
yeah,
say
that-
more? Does it say more about me that I'm more turned on by the striations just coming out of Stallone than I am her?
He looks like shit right now. He's about to cut up.
I think that's normal at this point. I'm with you.
I just love him.
We may have hidden that as young men, but
No.
now I'm like,
Fucking full blown. So Mr. T, if you want to get topical here, not in terms of this movie, but about Howard Stern news recently. Mr. T gave one of the greatest performances in a Howard Stern interview I've ever heard in my life. Stern was giving his whole shtick of where he would just sort of go and make fun of, black guys and their moms about their relationships. And Mr. T lost his shit to the point where he threatened Stern's life, where Stern's security got right around him. Stern was actually visibly shaken by it. And like, I had to calm him down. I was like, I was just kidding. I know that you're not supposed to disrespect, a black man and his mother. I'm just fucking around. And he'd talk about that years later, but there was 2 times where he thought that, somebody was actually going to come across and kill him.
Really?
And
I'd love to see that.
who was the short guy that ended up killing his wife, the crazy actor?
Oh, yeah, the one from Hollywood that got away with it, didn't he?
Yeah, what was his name? I can't believe I forget his name. Kirk's gonna fucking make fun of me for this one. I can't
Was
believe
it
I
like
forget
in
his
an
name.
80? Was he like from
Robert-
an 80s?
Robert Wagner killed
yes.
Robert Conrad.
No. Robert
Oh,
Wagner.
Columbo? The guy that played Columbo?
No, I don't think that's it either. Shit, that's gonna piss me. I'm gonna find this one out.
Oh,
for Chrissy.
Robert Wagner killed Natalie Wood. They just don't talk about it.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's true. Whose boat were they on?
What's his name? Famous guy was on the boat
Yeah.
with them. Walken.
Christopher
Christopher
Walken?
Walken.
Yes.
No, it wasn't his boat.
No?
You guys suck. You guys suck.
Why?
Justin.
Why couldn't it be my boat? Terrible. Fucking terrible.
Justin, can you look up that so you can clear their mind about which it was Robert something? I remember he was a little guy. He was a short
What
guy.
did you mean? to look
No,
up?
that was something completely different. Now I'm looking up fucking Natalie Wood, whose boat she was on.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it was on
Right.
board Wagner's. Oh, it was on Wagner's yacht. I apologize, Splendor.
Okay.
Now I'm
Fair
gonna
enough.
but the other dude I'm completely blanking on in terms of the guy and he was like fucking 5 feet and Stern was
Is it
freaked
Fred
out.
Howard?
Yes.
That's not right.
What do you got, Justin?
Is it Fred Howard?
Fred Howard.
I've never heard of a Fred Howard.
What the fuck?
I think that's the hotelier who started the Howard and Johnson industry.
Fred Howard. All right, so now we're coming to the big fight. Rocky is about to get fucking killed. Unbelievable. Clubber Lang's all business. Is the great Apollo Creed.
My God, look at that hair. Look at
He is
everything.
beautiful.
That's a handsome man.
Oh,
It
he
is.
is beautiful.
It's absolutely splendid.
He plays the part so freaking well.
And so, I mean, like so when Kevin's off again, I mean, what a useless motherfucker! I can't believe you want to invite him on this goddamn thing. he added the Stallone story. He added the eggs.
Well, to be fair, I only invited him on for the Stallone story, so now that he's gone,
so it's all right. What were we just? No, there he's back. What were we just fucking talking about? Oh, so everybody when this initially came out, right? They figured that it was Stallone was Joe Frazier, considering he's from Philadelphia, and Apollo Creed was Muhammad Ali, right?
Yeah.
But actually, Rocky's character is after what, Rocky Graciano or whatever it is.
yes,
Yes. And so but it's still, I mean, it's pretty clear that Apollo Creed's character is an homage to Muhammad Ali.
yes.
And he plays it. Carl Weathers plays it just perfectly.
Oh, he does. He's a showman. He's a showman. Now, the thing that I don't understand is, so when they later on in the movie when they're training, like obviously Apollo is the better fighter, I think, when they're training.
Maybe he's technically better, but Rocky is probably the he's supposed to have more heart, more guts.
What the fuck does that matter?
He's a piece of iron.
Yeah.
Apollo's great. I come out of this like an Apollo much more.
Oh well, I've always loved Apollo. Don't get me wrong.
It doesn't sound like it.
No, well, hey, don't put this on me, motherfucker. I know what you're doing.
I bet if I was to ask your father what fighter he liked better, he would probably say Apollo.
You mean his mother would like Apollo better?
Rest in peace, Peter Minahan. Ma said maybe Ryan. Ryan's a little bit taller. He's doing well in certain areas, but no. Like my mom was a big, huge Sidney Poitier and Carl Weathers fan.
Poor lady.
It's her fault, man. And that poor woman, all she wanted to do was have a daughter. It got my father drunk to get that third try, and got my younger brother. And she was just screwed from then on out. The three of us just ruining her life.
So
Mick's done.
Mick's fucked, and Rocky's about to go out there, and he's coming up with excuses now. I mean, he's not ready. What am I supposed to do? You get out there and get your ass kicked. He's a fucking mess.
See, I don't think he's making excuses. I think you just contradicted yourself. He's not making excuses. He's a mess. I think he's a mess right now. He's watching his father die. Basically, he doesn't want to go out there alone.
Now, is that sort of like
watching my dad die? Yes.
No.
That's exactly what it was.
I'm thinking about like when Tyson, what was his trainer, Customato? When he died, he said took over like his father figure. He lived with him. And then when he died, his life went completely downhill after his.
Well, I mean, it's not fighting, but when Elvis's mother died, Elvis fucking went downhill. It was drugs. It was overeating. Elvis's whole life started to end the day his mother died. He fucking lost. He never recovered.
Tiger Woods with Earl Woods.
Yeah.
I mean, Tiger was already doing some crazy shit when Earl was alive. Don't get me wrong, but I mean,
he sounded like a horrible father.
It went. Oh well, he had allegedly had intercourse with his babysitter in his kid's room, for crying out loud, down in Florida. So, but like, he went to another level of it in terms of the drug intake, the alcohol intake, and then obviously all the women after his father died. It was another level of it. So I can understand.
Well, his father, that doesn't seem like he was you could say that. I think Tiger Woods just might have wanted to get out a little bit and fucking have some fun, to be completely honest with you. Kind of like
his father was like Joe Jackson. I think he kept him so fucking strict. At least Tiger fucked above age women. Joe Jackson's son, anything goes, man.
Hey, I mean, nothing was proven. Nothing was proven. I was just listening to PYT the other day, and I was like, I can still listen to it. I don't know how.
Oh, I can too. I'm sorry, but I can too.
I hear Billie Jean, and I'm sorry. I still, tap my feet.
Yeah.
Sorry. I do. And I'm not a big music guy, but I mean that shit, my God.
So Apollo, I mean, he's so fucking beautiful. This guy is just unbelievable. He's.
Why was there never a movie with what's his name? Apollo Creed's human character.
Yeah.
Carl Weathers
and Billy D. Williams. Imagine the two of them together in a movie.
I've never seen them in the same room at the same time. If that's what you're saying.
That's a great point. But if they were in a movie together, that is just like action, sex appeal, machismo.
You're bringing up two of my biggest fucking heroes, for Christ's sake, from two of my favorite movies in terms of all of the Rockies and then Empire. I mean, Jesus Christ.
So now it is about from the time that the fighters come out from the dressing rooms to the time that they. So it is about you got about 20 minutes. So why is Mickey still lying in the locker room of the right now? Why is he not in an ambulance?
It's 1982. The phone services were down. They don't have cell phones.
They don't have ambulances inside the stadium?
No, why would they do that?
They were more lackadaisical about emergencies.
I think that
they don't have the same response time.
I think they probably looked at it as like, this is a 97-year-old man, guys. What are we doing here? He's got COVID. He's gonna die.
I think he lived another 20 years after this movie was made. To be
Did he really?
He didn't die right away. He didn't die right away. I don't know exactly how long he lived. But he didn't die right away.
So we missed it, which is what you were summing up what was going on from the time they went out. Look at the difference, or remember the difference there between Rocky's eyes there. Yeah. Any time in the past, and certainly any time coming up in the next one, or in Rocky 4 especially.
Yeah. Now you also see from the fights. So both of them, if you think about it, they're both brawler fighters. They're not technical guys, and they're just coming out. Rocky's just all emotional right now. And
so Mr. T is an overactor too, by the way. Here,
Mr. T was nominated for a Razzie for this performance. I didn't think he was that bad. I still like it.
In the ring with the head bob is, and don't get me wrong, I know Sly likes that. Like if you watch the other fighting sequences, there's a lot of head bobbing, but it's another level with Mr. T.
Yep. Now I don't know if it was either Mr. T or Dolph Lundgren put Rocky in the hospital by punching him in the chest during one of the fighting scenes. It was one of those two gentlemen.
I think that was Mr. T. Hold on.
He punched him in the chest and he thought he was having a heart attack, and he actually sent him to the hospital for a couple of days. I do know that.
Real quick, guys, I just looked it up. There actually was a 4TV movie made called Dangerous Passion, which had Carl Weathers and Billy D. Williams in it. That was released in 1990 on ABC.
Wow!
Can you send me? Can you send me that fucking link? Get me that goddamn link. I know what I'm doing as soon as I get off of this fucking thing. Sorry,
this fight is over already. I mean, Paulie doesn't know anything. So now there's a doctor there, but still no ride to the hospital. So Mickey's fucking dying in a locker room. Awesome. Unbelievable.
Nowadays, with the sensitivity, the fight would have been postponed. I mean,
it was Dolph Lundgren. It was not.
It was
Dolph Lundgren.
Shit.
Caved his chest in.
Shit.
So leave the hospital for days after just one punch. He hit me so hard he almost stopped my heart.
There we go. See, that kind of ruined something for our next watch along. Then
that's all right.
But yeah, so this fight's just about over. I mean, Rocky's just getting the living shit kicked off. Right now. I mean, this isn't even the good part of the movie. Rocky gets his ass kicked, so be it. I mean, this movie could go Rocky 3. So during the training sequence leading up to this fight, this movie could have gone either way at this point in time. Ooh. It could have went the Rocky 5 way, which was absolute shitter, or it could have ended up being one of the greatest movies of all time. And that training sequence totally killed it for me for a period of time, until I realized exactly what they were doing as far as Rocky just was taking it easy for the fight. He really wasn't paying too much attention to it, that he kind of slacked off on his training. But this movie could have very easily went downhill after this. But they just, I know they say he wrote it all himself, which I think is bullshit. But this was a tremendous job going forward.
You think he had a ghostwriter?
I'm saying that someone might have helped him.
Where is Steve Robinson?
Yeah.
Oh man, the problem with 5 is that, again, like they try to go and revert back to how did Paulie have access to all of this money to make him broke?
There you go. That's one thing.
But that's immediate. It's immediate. And then, okay, I'm not sure. I think that everybody that watches me on any of these things makes the joke that I'm clearly not a rocket scientist. But to CTE automatically just bring you to basically brain dead like he is in Rocky 5 from where he is in 4?
It happened right in the shower after the fight.
Yeah.
he's sitting there shaking, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
now all of a sudden he can't talk anymore. And now he's back to Rocky 2 mode or Rocky 1, where he gets his racquetball back again, and his leather coat and his derby, and he's walking around the streets.
You know who directed 5?
No idea.
The guy that directed 1.
Wow.
I don't know who directed 1.
John. Hold on. Same guy that directed 1.
All
So
right.
I don't know why he brought him back in. Why he didn't just continue to direct like he was. I mean, the story was shit. Tommy Morrison was a joke. It was just the son was annoying
He was like
as
Peter
hell.
Hurricane McNeely of the Rocky movies.
Yes, it definitely was. Now, it was.
I remember getting that. I remember buying that pay-per-view with a couple of my friends and never being so disappointed. Fucking Hurricane.
I think that's everyone in the world. So Mickey's dying right now, which is whatever. Mickey's dying.
What do you mean whatever? This is his father dying.
You say it's his father dying, but I mean, right now he should be in the hospital. He's still not in the hospital.
It's 45 minutes later. He's still not in the hospital.
This is like the antithesis of the movie The Champ with Ricky Schroeder, with his father dying on the table.
Yeah.
All these years later, you get the old version of it. That Stallone had to have that in the back of his head, because that scene from The Champ wrecks me. Well, not about anymore, but it used to.
No, it's like Old Yeller. Like I could watch that now and not lose my mind.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I'd lose my mind.
Don't die, Champ.
Now it's Robert Downey Jr. dying in at the end of Avengers just gets me every time. You know, I mean, shit like that.
Underappreciated makeup work on Rocky right now, by the way. That looks total. That passes.
I don't know what the English is here, but that's all right. He's reverted back to 1 and 2 here again.
I don't know why he's got blood on his knuckles. He didn't do anything during that.
No, that's not true. He landed a couple of punches in the first 30 seconds.
Kicked. And he's a lefty, so I don't know why there's so much on the right.
Yeah, and he hasn't, because he has not switched over. He has not switched over.
Did the blood bleed through the gloves?
I doubt it. He landed like 6 punches.
Wiping his bloody tears.
You know, there's a lot of help going on here with Adrian and Paulie here too. By the way, like no help whatsoever. No, pat on the back.
Yeah,
and this
his
is
wife
where we're
holding him and consoling him.
Tanya's from the old school. She doesn't fuck around with that stuff. She's not into that. She doesn't help. But this is where I learned that he's Jewish.
Where?
Because they push him in there, and there's the little Jewish sign.
They push him in there.
The little Jewish sign. Listen to you. Oh my God, you're so fucking educated. Like him with the glasses on. This is reminiscent of Apollo's goodbye with the glasses on outside. You're the best.
I wish she was wearing her outfit that she wore at the pet store.
Those horrible glasses.
It was the terrible haircut, just so timid.
Now look, he's got a what's the thing? The
yarmulke?
Yes. This is.
I was waiting. I was not going to give it to you. I was hoping.
You're right. You're right. I should have let him guess.
I was hoping he was going to say dreidel. I was just dying. Please.
And why has he got a little butterfly stitch on that black eye? He's got...
Nope. There you go. You're right.
There it is. See? There you go.
Yes.
Now he's just reminiscing. He knows he fucked up. He's got no confidence.
Look at that shot, though. Oh my God.
That's great.
Such a bad haircut.
It's almost Cobra right there.
All I could think to myself was, that was a better time. Just looking at that. That's just a better time.
Oh, you say Cobra.
Yeah, I mean,
you say Cobra right now. So in the next 6 years, he just starts. 4 years, he starts throwing out great movies.
Hold on. I mean, dude, I have it right here. IMDb. It's remarkable what this son of a bitch did in this time frame. So obviously Rocky was, I think, 76, right? Yep. So then he goes 79, Rocky 2, Nighthawks, Victory.
Yeah.
81.
Oh, I love Victory.
Oh, Victory is
awesome.
I mean, Pele gives a great performance, very believable. 82 is obviously this movie and First Blood. Then you have him making an unbelievable film in Staying Alive, very underrated. 85, you get Part 2.
Yeah.
85, you've got Rocky 5. 86, Cobra. 87, Over the Top. I mean, Jesus Christ, 89 Tango and Cash. It's
That is
like,
a great run.
Yeah,
Like,
but if you start, it's 10, almost 10 years of just unbelievable films.
Cobra was on fucking random.
I'm gonna watch it actually after. I'm gonna watch Billy D.
Ready?
Williams and Carl Weathers, and then I'll watch Cobra after I get off. Of this.
The best part of Cobras.
Did
You're the
Justin fucking
disease.
send me that link? Where the fuck?
Cure.
Justin, I've always been a fan. Come on, I'll give you my number. Send me that over. I know what the fuck it is.
So, I mean, you're fucking stupid, Kevin. I mean, Over the Top, great fucking movie.
Oh my god,
great movie. I mean,
halfway across the sky.
I told I remember asking my dad, being like, I just don't understand why you couldn't be a truck driver and teach me how to teach me how to arm wrestle. And he just looked at me and said, he was like, you're so fucking dumb.
By the way,
you don't have a chance.
truck.
Lincoln Minihawks.
By the way, another bullshit aspect of that fucking movie. I drive a truck every day. There's no way you are fitting a weight set inside there to be able to fucking.
I always wanted that.
First off, you're not Sly Stallone. Okay,
Yeah, you're
so,
right.
get
All right,
over
so
yourself.
this is probably the most important fucking part of the movie right here.
Turn it up.
Oh yeah. Oh, and this is all just because fucking Apollo wants a rematch. This is all because Apollo wants a rematch. Nothing else.
It's true. And it's never brought up either. It's not discussed in the next one. It's not alluded to really at all. But you're right. It is completely self-serving.
Yep.
And it ends up being a great friendp. I mean, a beautiful, beautiful friendship.
I mean,
but
the only
you're right.
time
It's
it's ever
completely
brought
self-serving.
up is just in Creed, when his son, when Apollo's son brings it up, he says, "I heard there was a third fight." That's probably the only other time that it's brought up, if I'm not mistaken.
And that would be in reference to, I guess, again, Ali Frazier for the 3 fights.
Yep. I mean, now Rocky's just kind of like, he's being actually a little pussy right now. He doesn't want to go back in the ring, and it takes Apollo fucking pushing his buttons to get him back out there.
Does he still need Band-Aids?
A butterfly stitch. It's not a fucking Band-Aid, asshole.
Okay. Is it really necessary?
I don't know, but he looks like shit. He just looks skinny. He just looks like garbage right now.
I kind of like the jacket.
I fucking hate it. They dress like such pussies.
I just love what we're watching. We're watching this this bond right now between a white Italian man and a black man. And what the world needs now, this is. Look at this. I believe these two guys are gonna love each other and be like, there for each other.
Now you're making me think of Predator with Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers with the.
Oh, the
world needs more of that, without a doubt.
That's a great movie now.
As long as they're both Republicans, the world needs more of that.
CIA's got you pushing too many pencils.
Carl Weathers, underrated actor.
Whatever he's in, he makes better.
Let's calm down. What he's perfect for this stuff.
What stuff?
I mean, like, what Carl Weathers should have done was pure male entertainment is what he's good at. Like, what he should have done clearly was understand that he is great at being a part of the joke and accepting that, like he did with Happy Gilmore. And then what TV show was he on that he played that he was great on? I'm blanking. Thank you. I never watched.
Yeah, he plays Carl Weathers. He's always looking
one
for
of the
money.
best shows of all time.
Yeah, and I mean, if he had done that a little bit earlier, then maybe he could have actually done that much more of his career. Not that he needs to. I mean, Jesus Christ, he's Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's not going to be a dramatic actor.
See, but that's just once again. I mean, this Rocky series, I think you could say, yeah, he did a great job of this movie. It affected some of their acting abilities as far as going forward, because you only see him as Apollo Creed, you only see her as Adrian, and you only see him as Uncle Paulie. I mean, that's it. So who the hell they couldn't star in the they couldn't star in
great. When you're in something that's so great, you never saw Gary Coleman as anything except for Arnold Drummond, right?
I guess, but I
have a hard time comparing Gary Coleman and Talia Shire, but I like what you did there.
But
Again,
Apollo could
Talia
never
Shire
star
was
in his
in
own
the
movie.
Talia Shire was in the two best movies basically ever
Movies of all
made.
time. Yeah.
He was destined. Apollo was destined for independent movies after he was done with the Rocky series.
Mhm.
That's it. That's just the way. Well, the Predator was a great movie. I mean, and he played the part fantastic. But that was it.
We were getting into that quite a bit. What was this? 2 weeks ago when this first was initially brought up in terms
Yeah.
of Schwarzenegger versus Stallone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great conversation. It's been had millions of times, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sorry. Again, I love Schwarzenegger. I love Running Man. Love Terminator. Terminator 2, obviously. Predator. Kindergarten Cop is an underrated film. But I mean, Stallone gets the hair on the back of my neck and me scream when I used to. And I think I said this in the chat. I legitimately would go to the gym when I actually paid attention to that type of stuff and scream out "no pain," like in Rocky IV. Scream
did?
out "no pain." I swear to God.
What an asshole you must have looked like.
Asshole.
Complete asshole.
And then there were two things that I promised myself. Oh, here comes Justin making fun of me. It's fine.
No, I have a fun fact. Finish your story, and then I have a fun fact about.
So then there were two other things that I wanted to do. I wanted to replicate the Christian Bale having sex scene in American Psycho, where I'm flexing.
Yeah.
Yep, where I'm flexing in front of
Push
the
up on
mirror.
the floor.
Nope,
Yeah.
flexing in front of the mirror, having sex, and doing that. And then I also wanted to climax screaming Drago, and did both of those things. That's how much Stallone and Rocky 3 and 4 specifically mean to me.
Now,
What do
see,
you got, Justin? Because we're going to a part where this is a great part of the movie.
Oh, this is Paulie's best scene.
This is so fucking. These people have
You-
a reputation.
Paulie has two great scenes with this, and then 4 when they first show up into Russia. Like it's so priceless.
it's wonderful.
Sorry, Justin. Go ahead.
I know you said Kindergarten Cop was an underrated film. Did you know that had a sequel
Did not.
Starring who?
starring Dolph Lundgren?
Oh.
My God, it really does come
There's a
full
little
circle, doesn't it?
connection there.
Okay,
It's terrible. I don't know. It's terrible.
Why did you watch it?
I watched a video on it. A YouTuber did a video on it.
Oh, all right.
Paulie is fucked right now. He's out of his element. These people.
Again, and I hate to harp on this type of stuff, but Paulie's character cannot exist in 2020. This
Yeah,
is
right.
This is the problem with this stuff. It's
Yeah, right.
it's so great. It's such. He's the humor of it. He's the joke. He's the asshole.
Yes.
He looks at all the minorities and says, "I don't have a gun." Oh my God.
He is so uncomfortable.
But again, like Stallone even back then knows like this is the person that you want everyone to make fun of. That you
Yes.
want him to be the brunt of the
Yeah.
joke.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, this is fucking perfect. Nah, I can't even think of words. It's just when that guy was dancing out in the middle of the street. That was the... Now there's a pimp. Look at this fucking guy.
how dare you judge him like that?
Jesus Christ. Let's get out of here. He just wants to go back home. No, he's right in the fact. So Apollo's explaining to him. He's
But
like,
he's prepping the song though.
Oh,
He's tickling the song's balls.
there is
Oh, my
nothing.
God.
The greatest music masterpiece is coming up throughout this movie. Unbelievable.
I mean, the
now it's-
soundtrack to this is just.
Yeah,
I'll still
you're
put
right.
Rocky IV soundtrack over it, but this song, obviously.
You know what was supposed to go in the spot of the song, right?
What?
It's
What
it's a
the
Queen
fuck?
song. Another One Bites the Dust. Another One Bites
Okay.
the Dust was the original fight song. It fit
Doesn't-
perfectly, but they couldn't get the rights to it.
I disagree. It does. I'm sure it fits perfectly, but nothing like Eye of the Tiger.
Oh,
I mean, come on.
no. Eye of the Tiger wins, but originally, before Eye of the Tiger was put in,
That's
Another One
unbelievable.
Bites the Dust, behind the scenes, everybody loved it, but they couldn't get the rights to it. Eye of the Tiger is. But one more piece, another great fact here. Great fucking fact. Oh, great fact. The other song pitched and passed over for the Eye of the Tiger song was You're the Best Around. You're the best around.
From the Karate Kid?
Karate Kid.
They got bumped to Karate Kid and what's their name? Survivor
Yep.
got the gig with Eye of the Tiger.
Okay. So now this starts the so dude,
I don't like these people. Oh my God.
so
My God.
I know it's wrong to laugh at it, but it's fucking fun.
No, dude, it's 1982, man.
So
Come on.
today, so basically today starts a long relationship between Duke, who's Apollo's trainer, and Rocky. I mean, he goes, doesn't he? I could have swore he's in Rocky Balboa, if I'm not mistaken.
He is in Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, and he looks like, I mean, at the
Old.
end, he looks really bad. He didn't age well.
Well, in fairness, neither did Burt Young.
Correct. You're right. But he's still acting.
Yeah.
Just seen him in some movie. It was based in Rhode Island. Kevin, you would remember this. It was based on the attack on a vault. It was like The Heist or something like that, and Burt Young was in it.
I've never seen The Heist. Quantum Leap just did it.
It might not be The Heist. It was something. It was based on the Rhode Island Mafia and the stealing of this what do they call it? Like a large amount of money from this mafia owned like bank, and he was in it. He was like one of the head guys inside of it. Was not a great movie. Not a great movie.
Your description really sells it short if it was.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not the most educated of the three of us. I mean, how come Apollo's never swimming? How come they don't show Apollo swimming?
Hey, if he's telling him to swim, then he can swim. Obviously, he's making him do it.
Okay.
He's done this.
Okay. He needs to use muscles that he's never worked before.
Yep, get faster.
Yeah. I mean, she does look good right there.
Talia Shire is good. Talia Shire just grows on me, and especially as now I'm like basically ancient at this point.
Yeah.
I find her much more appealing than I did at a younger age.
Now, I will say, so when I see Paulie sleeping on the bed using a newspaper as a blanket, it kind of reminds me of part one at the rape scene when what does he got on that couch? Like, it's not such a bad couch, and he's got bottles everywhere, newspapers everywhere. Kind of reminds me of that.
Getting back, like you said,
going back to his roots.
Yep.
He's going back to his roots.
The recipe in these movies is pretty close to the same stuff, and it works. So they know what to keep.
How dare you? So you're saying they weren't very original?
Oh, I don't care what they were. Great.
Is it The Vault, Steve?
3 and 4.
Called The Vault?
Very similar.
The Vault. There you go. The Vault. There you go. Justin's on top of it. So you think she looks sexy? Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Look at those freaking banana titties. Oh, my God.
You, Jesus, how dare you? You had sex once in 4 years.
I don't mind a set
and
of
looking you
candy corns. I don't mind it.
Every
once in a while, kind of rocket pop.
Couple birthday balloons a few weeks after the party.
She's had a couple of kids. Give her a break for crying out loud.
I don't know why he's having a tough time dribbling this racquetball. He did it for years before.
Yeah, but he just did it one bounce and catch. One bounce and catch.
Unbelievable. See, but
look at the outfit though. The workout clothes are fantastic too. My God, the 80s.
Sponsored by Nike. I think it was. There was a lot of Nike stuff going around.
Nah, I'm not a big Nike fan. Fuck Colin Kaepernick.
I don't know what Rocky keeps looking at her for.
Oh, because she's his rock.
You think so?
Well, think about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so 2 again. So 2, right? She has the kid. And by the way, can we talk about how weird it is? Oh, this is when he gets his ass kicked. Can we talk about how weird it is that he doesn't go and visit his kid because his wife has not come out of the coma at that point?
Yes.
Who would do that other than, I guess, a very slow person, which he technically is? But, like, why would you not go see your fucking kid?
Can we talk about how Talia Shire has a lot more willpower than Patricia Minahan right now?
Oh, Jesus, Mary Joseph. Man, and by the way, we don't know that she's not taking fucking the deep dick at this point. Thank God. My mom was brave in her time to go and do that.
She was a trendsetter?
Yes. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Now, actually, this is what I mean.
Spike Lee made the movie based on my mom's relationship.
I'm sure he did, but
she had a tattoo on her ankle of a spade. It's a little ace of spades.
Jesus Christ.
So Apollo right now is just kicking. Beautiful. I mean, he's in top shape right now, obviously, but he is just kicking the shit out of him. This is what I mean. Why couldn't Apollo just fight Club? Apollo Creed would beat the living hell out of Clubber Lang right now.
Yeah, I don't know why he retires.
Earlier, it makes sense. He Oh, I love this. Hold on.
Yeah.
One.
Well, it's not there yet. No, it's not there yet because this is again. This is
prep for it.
Oh, I know. Like, so this is where you get to the point again. She is his rock. Like she comes out of the coma and she says, "Win." What does he do? He goes and fights intensely. She gives him a speech at the beach here not too long after this, gets him going. In Rocky IV, she shows up in Russia, gets him going to another level where he's able to climb the mountain.
I will also tell you, there is one part of this movie that's coming, and I'll show you where I almost want to vomit watching. And this shows that it's starting to show a little bit right now. She's fucking nasty. Did she not have toothpaste back in the day? Did they not have whitening toothpaste?
No,
She's oh Christ.
It's
a lot of nasty.
A lot of manila teeth back then. Yeah.
You can see all of their fucking caps and stuff. My God.
Oh yeah. Now why did Apollo? He got one loss. Why did he retire after one fucking loss?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
He was still in his prime. He was still young.
Well, we don't know how young he was. Hell, in Rocky IV, which takes place immediately after this, they're saying how old they are.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be 3 years after 2, right?
Yes. This is 82. The other one was in 79. Yes, sir.
Yeah, 76, 79, and 82.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Rocky was 30 in Rocky 1.
Was he?
Oh, he was older.
I think that's what the character was supposed to be 30 years old.
Okay.
In Rocky 1.
So he's 36 years old, for Christ's sake. And I mean, they're probably the same age.
Probably right around the same age. You're right. He just.
No, I know. He looks great.
Now, Adam, if your shoulders look like that, then I can understand your avatar. But
Your
shoulders look like shit.
They were.
Shit.
They will. Go fuck yourself. The shoulders were great back then.
Now look, here she comes. She's fucking. Now she's hideous. This is where I wish they would have casted somebody a little bit hotter. They're in California. Couldn't they come up with someone a little bit more?
No,
sexy?
Because it's in Philadelphia.
Steve. It's about hot guys, not hot girls.
Oh,
thank you.
Hot girls, move hot guys.
Oh,
thank you.
Jesus
My God,
Christ.
I want to see six packs and striations.
Such a homely woman. Go back to the pet store. Oh, Christ.
Go back to the zoo. That's
No guy needs to be distracted by a hot girl in this movie. Okay? It's the last
no,
thing
my God, you're missing the whole point.
That guy's got the best line. That guy. What was the name of the guy he worked for when he was picking up money?
The zoo.
Yeah. What was that guy's?
Oh, thank you, Justin. By the way, I just got it. You're the man.
Who was the guy who was working for at that time? The bookie.
Hold on.
Jesus Christ! My memory's fucking shot. Now look at that. Look at those teeth. Oh, God damn it!
Oh, they're fine.
They're not fine.
They're fine.
Smoking a pack of Marlboros a day.
I used to
smoke
I used to smoke a pack of Marlboro Lights a day.
What a fucking waste of life.
Now I got my Juul. Leave me alone. That's all I have left. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't dip anymore.
You have no fun at all.
I have zero fun.
I
hate my wife. I hate my kids. I hate everything.
The Juul connects him to what's his name? Steven Dorff. Really puts it all together for me.
I like Steven Dorff.
You guys look more like brothers than you and Kirk.
Jurgens. His name was it Jurgens?
Was that in the vampire movie?
No, the fucking dude.
Rocky
What are
1.
you talking about?
In Rocky 1.
Who are we talking about right now?
The fucking bookie.
Oh, Mr. Jurgens.
Is that right?
I don't think so.
This dude is from Winchester, Massachusetts.
Really?
Thayer David.
Wow. There you go.
From Rocky 1. I don't know if he's...
All
There's
right.
Gazzo.
Who was his driver? Does it show who his driver was?
I'm looking.
Oh, she is so fucking annoying.
She's fucking pumping him up.
Oh, she's not pumping anybody up. He wants a divorce.
No, his dick is hard.
Supposedly,
There it is.
huge dick, by the way. Oh, look at her fucking mouth. Oh, Christ.
Dude, he just admitted for the first time he's afraid.
Yeah, he's afraid. Look, he's probably seen her in the sunlight for the first time. She's fucking hideous. Jesus. Where's Apollo during this whole argument?
Yeah, thought you should do it. And you want to tell me that those fights weren't real that you would carry? Well, I don't believe it.
So now this is the turning point of the movie right now. So this is where Rocky gets a little bit of balls. You're telling me
Yes.
from
Well,
this?
he's admitted that he's afraid,
Yeah.
and she's showing him that it's okay to be afraid and use
Yeah,
that.
you got to break yourself down before you can build yourself back up, and that we
military.
just saw that whole thing happen.
What's
Can
up,
someone
Justin?
turn down their volume because I can like hear it in the echo?
Sure.
Awesome.
Who's that? Kevin? Kevin, you got that? Is that you, buddy?
Is it me?
Yeah. Whoever's got their volume up a little bit, just turn it down.
I have it. I've got
If someone reports it,
If it's
they can-
too loud, you're too old.
I've got my 90-inch screen. Like I
it's
don't know,
it's
I can't-
90-inch screen. Yeah, sorry. All my father left me was Bills, you cocksucker.
His father left him a Walkman.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that pink fucking lipstick
What are
is
you
bringing those.
Her teeth are fine. What are you even talking about?
Oh, look at her. They should be cutting wood with those things.
Oh well, those are just those are the chiclets of the day.
Let's talk about the uncomfortable kiss that's about to come up. Oh God, so fucking bad. So bad.
They have great chemistry.
They do not.
Stallone, think about
Kevin.
what Stallone was doing his whole time, just banging models all the time, and this is who he has.
This is what he comes home to. I love with a fighter. Oh God. Look at her. Oh, Rocky, just tuck it back and go home. Jesus Christ.
How do you not have respect for the
No,
love
this
here?
kiss
This
is so
this
uncomfortable.
woman took him out of his shell.
Oh, what an uncomfortable kiss. Oh,
What are you talking about? It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Look at-
They didn't keep it there.
oh.
No,
It was a
no.
glance.
If
There's-
that was, he wants no part of
The
this.
movie's
There
not
was-
about the sex between them. It's about her being his heart.
Oh, so
There's-
now all of a sudden he wants to run? Get the fuck out of here.
Shut
Was it
up.
her?
I will say there was more tongue involved in my wife's asshole than there was in that kiss, which is a little weird.
So now all of a sudden now he's motivated just
No,
because
you just don't get it. You're
I
such
get
a
it plenty.
fucking imbecile. Again, 2. She comes out
No.
of the coma and says, "Win." That moment right there. Her
Yeah.
saying that she's with him no matter what in Rocky 4. It's what he needs. He's an imbecile, and now we get to see nice, strong thighs.
You
Shut
wear, a
up.
shirt, you wear a shirt like that when you went to the gym?
No, no. I wasn't like that.
What a complete jerk off you must have looked like.
I know what
Yelling.
screaming no pain. I was with all I wanted to do was have somebody come up to me and be like, Rocky 4. Nobody ever did.
Regardless of how much money you got in your bank account, you must look like the biggest asshole on the planet during that 5 minutes.
Yeah, but there's oh my god, look at those two motherfuckers.
Now-
The difference is
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit. I wanted to have sexual intercourse with people I didn't know. That was it.
Kevin, this is what I wanted. Remember a few months ago, I said, let's run down. This is what I wanted me and you to do. I forget what it was for. To raise money or something like
Oh,
that.
you guys should do this scene.
This is what I
fucking-
wanted. Me and you
I
run
would have
down.
done that run on the beach in like a
Yes.
thong.
Oh,
Yes.
please. And in the boxing ring, you guys should add this whole 3-minute clip here.
Do the whole montage.
Now he's
I
sounding
can
like
jump over
he's
the
slim.
motherfucker.
I
Now
used
they-
to be able to, not like that.
So now he said 155 pounds he weighed after this, when he was leading up to this training sequence, when he actually cut himself down
No big
as
deal.
much
Just,
as he could get. 155 pounds.
just a heavyweight. No big deal.
Yeah.
2.8% body fat. in this
Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he
That's
was
what he
at.
says.
Which is like almost unsafe.
No, it is unsafe at that point.
Insane.
Now all of a sudden he's gonna beat fucking Apollo in a race. I fucking highly doubt it. If
Yeah,
you
he's
can
like
look,
racing-
Apollo's not even running.
Yes, he
It's like
is.
Steve
He's just
racing
smoother.
Adrian Peterson in that scene.
Apollo Creed is more like an antelope. It's gliding.
Yeah.
But he's going at full speed there. You just can't tell. It's like Cordell Patterson. You just can't see. It just doesn't seem like he's moving that fast.
Yeah. And this is all for a fucking favor, huh?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
And we finally see Adrian laugh.
Yeah.
She's-
He's got him.
Totally letting him up just to give him some confidence.
Look at the size of his fucking shoulders, man.
Oh.
Fucking Carl Weathers is ridiculous.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Look at the chemistry between these guys. You want
look at it.
chemistry? There's your chemistry, Steve. Right
Pretending
there.
to run.
Dude, he's going full. Look at him. He's breaking. Like he's going 100% there. He's not
I
giving
gotta
up at
let
all.
this guy win or else he's gonna get his ass kicked. That's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And then they're gonna pause it, and you're gonna
You
see that
just destroyed your
striation.
sneakers.
You're gonna see that striation coming from there to there. It is the most ridiculous thing.
Looks good for 155 pounds, actually.
Oh,
Looks
it's insane.
fantastic. Hell of a haircut. There you go. Here you go. Here comes your pot. Apollo's really not.
I'm gonna
into
pause.
this.
I'm gonna pause myself in one moment here.
Look at that.
Dude, that's
That's,
ridiculous.
it's not bad.
I've never seen anybody have that ever. It's stupid. It's stupid what that motherfucker did to himself.
It's not bad. By the way, why do they always have the same ring announcers? There's no other crews.
Well, it's Max Kellerman is always on there now too, right?
Yeah.
Boxing is fucking. Once they have that job, it's like being the mayor of Boston. You haven't fucking ever.
Yeah, you're like the let's get ready to rumble guy.
Notice they didn't give a lot of lines to Clubber Lang throughout this movie.
Oh, it's reminiscent of First Blood, right? Where you know that story, right? Where like Stallone made the decision to cut out all of his lines in First Blood.
Really?
So they did a test screening of First Blood, and he had a ton more dialogue in the movie, and people were legitimately laughing because of the way that the script was written, the way he delivered the lines. They couldn't tell, like it was almost like a comedy, and he really didn't know what the fuck to do. So he went up to the director and said, "Cut fucking 75% of my lines, cut them." And they did. If you watch the movie, he doesn't speak a whole hell of a lot.
No, he doesn't speak a lot at all.
And it was Sly's decision to go and do that, and it turned into the movie that it was.
He shouldn't have spoke a lot in Rhinestone. Again, Rhinestone. He's spoken that.
I would have had a fun time with her. I don't care.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm a boob man. I get it.
Me too. By the way, that basically just states the fact that we're very immature. That's fine. I'm okay with it.
It is fine.
Because you're supposed to be a boob guy when you're like 13, and then you grow to the other parts, I guess you get older. And I just
No,
I'm sorry. I'm immature. Oh, his colors.
He's giving him his. I want him washed. That's it. He just wants him clean.
Paulo, you just wore these shorts. They smell horrible. I'm not gonna wear these things. My God, I can't even wash them. Jesus Christ, Paulo.
Why is my dick print so much higher than yours?
Sneaky fact: Sylvester Stallone supposedly has a monster, an absolute monster.
How?
I've listened to it on. We talked about Howard Stern earlier. A woman that he had dated, and that dated a bunch of other guys, said that he was the biggest one. He's got a freaking absolute monster.
Was it Angie Everhart that said
I don't know.
this?
I think yes, it was.
Because you know who she also banged?
No,
Howard Stern.
really?
Yes. That was his first romance
After his marriage.
When he was going to the clubs all the time,
Yep.
staying up late at night.
Well, that was and then there's the rumor that Stern is closeted. So like it goes, like who knows? But that was that was the thing. That was the big thing. That
Well, that's
they
the
were
thing.
dating.
She said that he is hung.
You know what makes me like him even more?
I'm sure.
Normally, I'd
Yeah.
be jealous of somebody because of what I've got, but nope, I respect him that much more and love him for it.
Yeah.
Now that look at her. Ugh. Now the fighting strategy.
Will you have some fucking respect?
Look at the fucking Marines. Oh my God, I was such a great Marine. So we're talking about so now their game plan going into this fight was what? How many rounds did they say they got him for?
Was it 6?
6 rounds, and that's it, right?
I forget. You're
5 or 6. It's either 5 or 6.
oh
That's what their strategy. They want to get him out of there early.
yep.
Jesus.
It's a dangerous man.
Clubber Lang is such a cocksucker.
Should have been arrested right there.
Yeah, touch
Right.
someone.
In 2020, he'd be applauded for doing that.
Oh
No.
yeah,
Oh,
talk
oh.
so much shit. No, you're telling me Apollo couldn't go over there and kick his ass right now?
No, Apollo doesn't have the
shit.
heart.
Look at the height he's got on him. Oh, so fucking beautiful.
It's out of my face.
The guy's probably fucking 6'2" has a 30-inch waist.
Yeah, yeah.
It's stupid.
Notice with Clubber Lang, no woman. No woman.
Makes his legs weak.
So you're saying that he's a homosexual?
No, I'm saying he probably. Well, I was gonna say he probably beat his woman, but who the hell?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
He looks
Wow.
like the type to smack around a woman, doesn't he?
I think he'd smack around anybody. That's his thing.
He doesn't seem like a friendly guy.
You kind of look like the type that might do that, actually.
Me? I've never touched a woman in my life.
Yeah, that's
Not
exactly
even
what it
sexually?
is. That's what they all say. How big was the woman from a month ago?
She
Honestly,
was big.
was
Yeah.
She was big.
Like
That's not lying. Like,
Yeah, she had a clit like a smoked apple sausage link.
hard to miss?
if I was to put a weight, she was heavier than me. I weigh 230, so she was more than me. But what are you gonna? Desperate times call for desperate measures.
No, hold on. Are we doing a shtick here? And that's
No,
fine
I'm
if
being
you
dead
are.
serious. I'm being dead serious.
And you met her at the gym?
Yeah. Well, I knew her. I see. This is I know people that watch this shit, but I would just say that I maybe have had some coaching interaction with someone in her family, maybe someone that she birthed back in the day, and
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I coached her kid a long time
Wow.
ago.
Oh, all
And
right.
you're nice to the kid, and sometimes you get repaid.
So, but
Go
go ahead. Go ahead.
Unintimidating face-to-face rate. Stallone is such a pussy.
Hey, how was your performance? Be honest.
22 minutes.
How many?
That doesn't mean
22.
anything. Did she have an
22
orgasm?
minutes. I don't care. 22
Oh,
minutes.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Ass to mouth?
Have not got a phone call since, by the way.
So you didn't perform very well then.
It's fine for me. He broke the streak.
Are you 230? Really?
Yeah, 230.
Jesus. How tall are you?
5'8", 5'9".
You're just a fucking disgusting human being. Small penis. Terrible.
All
No
right, so now
wonder why everybody hates you. It makes so much sense.
despised. I mean, this is great now. Look at how small he is.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's so small. This is where, I mean, not even so much with Drago, because Drago, he puts on a lot more weight when he fights him. But
Yeah.
right now, you can just see how small he looks. Oh,
What's funny is like he's bigger in form, but he's more shredded too. He's jacked on steroids. On
Oh,
form.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
he's everything's bulging in 4. It
Yeah.
looks like an action figure.
And by the
Well,
way,
he does here, too.
so does Dolph Lundgren, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Was there ever a point in time where Stallone admitted to using steroids? I
I
feel
think
that there was.
I think you might be right.
I think at some point in time, years ago, he would have said that he had done it. I mean, he made the perfect choice though, as far as he embraced the fact that he was, a good action hero, and he just embraced it and he went with
Oh
it.
yeah, the guy knew what train to ride. He got on the
Yes.
train. He rode that train all the way to stardom. I mean,
Oscar was great, but this is much better.
Oscar was great. He's only admitted to using HG.
only better
He's
Oscar was Oscar Pistorius.
Adam, let's not pretend like he hasn't had some shit movies in his day.
Oh, of course, absolutely.
Come on.
He's only well. I mean, Kevin just brought one up earlier. He's only admitted to using HGH.
Oh, okay.
But that's bullshit.
Oh yeah, obviously. I don't think.
Hey, I was in the movie Shade with Stallone. When he was on set, he shot his scene, then he took off his button-up shirt and he had a t-shirt underneath, and he didn't work out all day. He'd been on set acting, took his shirt off, and he was jacked.
Yeah.
It looked like he'd been working out for an hour straight to get to that point, and he did nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that he probably got some help. Schwarzenegger admitted to doing it, obviously.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But that's a different. I mean, he did it by just.
Oh, he was Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno had a thing going first.
yeah,
They
absolutely.
were competitive.
What was it? Ferrigno was what? Mr.
Hey,
Universe.
3 guys who can't fucking make a sentence became stars in acting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ferrigno, Schwarzenegger, and Stallone.
Well,
Yes.
Schwarzenegger's get the best story. I mean, I guess Ferrigno being fucking deaf, but like
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger's get the best story. I mean, in
Yeah.
terms of where he was to where he became, for what he became. I mean, governor, for Christ's sake, and as a Republican.
A
governor of
horrible
California.
governor. A horrible
No,
governor.
but still, just everything that I mean, and everything in between, obviously.
Yeah.
He's got the best story, but I'll still take this motherfucker any day of the week.
Oh yeah. I mean, now listen. Now this fight's going.
Yep.
This game plan. Game plan is. I mean, the way it originally comes out is they're going for speed against his outright brawling ability. But then Rocky loses his temper inside
I don't
the fight.
want to give anything away here, but this is the only Rocky movie where he doesn't go 15 rounds.
Yeah.
That's right.
I believe this fight right here is 3 rounds, which is the shortest fight Rocky had. Every one of his major fights was 15 rounds, I think, except for this.
I think you're right.
Rocky
Yes,
five.
you are
Rocky
right.
Rocky 5 did not go 15 rounds.
Well, he got one more round. One more round. One more round.
Oh.
That was such a horrible. Why do you got to even bring that movie up in this?
I'm sorry.
So fucking bad. Sue me for what? Like, fuck. What is such a bad movie? They even named the guy George Washington. Such a fucking bad.
It was so bad they gave the lead actor. He instead of getting an award, he got AIDS. they gave him fucking AIDS. Boy, for that bad performance.
And it was such and he was such a bad actor that he then continued to have unprotected sex with his wife while having AIDS. Do you remember that story?
Yeah, yes, I
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
I mean, what an asshole.
He was a good fighter, though. I loved watching him fight.
Yeah, for a brief moment in time.
I mean, it was only like 3 years that he lasted, but he was good. The
You're too
Duke.
bad.
The Duke. And was his grandfather? Was his
Yeah, he
grandfather?
really-
Who's his grandfather? Jesus Christ.
Who? Tommy Morrison?
Yeah, it was his grandfather was the Duke,
John Wayne?
John Wayne.
No, he wasn't.
Why
Was
would
he
you
really?
give me the answers, motherfucker?
Yes, I'm almost 100% sure. Look it up. Look it up, Adam.
God damn it,
You got
Justin.
I'm almost sure he was related to him somehow.
Hey, Gimo Salvi. You can eat the corn
Tommy
out of
Morrison
my
and John
shit.
Wayne. How are they related? All right. So Rocky's got his own game plan. He's saying, "Fuck you, Apollo."
So, but
Where's
did he have this game plan the whole fucking time? No. Like he just got pissed off and it changed.
So
No, because
small.
Apollo got him here. Apollo got him to this point. He just kind of, typical Rocky wings it.
He is the great nephew of John Wayne, or at least claimed to be.
How about that?
Or at
How
least
about
claimed
that,
to
you
be.
fucking assholes? I told you. He was really great nephew, not great grandfather. Unbelievable.
Yeah, okay. This is the guy that got Dreidel and Yarmouth got messed up earlier.
Oh, Rocky, he looks so good.
I love the sounds of the punches.
Oh yeah.
It's just
Meanwhile,
so
in
great.
any fight that you've ever watched on TV, you've never heard these sounds.
No.
It sounds like someone's popping a plastic bag every time they punch.
You also don't see people land 97% of their shots.
That's so true.
Oh, look at Paul. He's getting touchy with Apollo now.
I like when Paulie touches himself, he's like, Jesus Christ. Oh.
Sometimes you need to get hit, though. You know,
Duke is the only one that's taking everything seriously. He's such a great trainer.
he becomes his trainer.
Yes, yes. Oh, come on.
Oh,
So now it's becoming evident to Paulie. Out of all the people, Paulie understands what's going on right now.
oh, he's known Rocky for years.
Has he
Yeah.
really? though?
Bad. There it is.
Oh, she sucks. That's
It's why these movies are so easily attached to like WWF because it's at the point in the movie where hitting him makes him stronger and tougher.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, I just, it's what every kid wants to be.
Yeah.
It's a bad couple of shots there, but that's all right.
Now this was also the last. I mean, you think about a lot of movies that went up to part 1, part 2, and part 3. This is probably one of the only movies where part 3 could be held up to part 1.
Oh,
As far
the
as-
finishing scene.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, without
just
a
in
doubt.
general, as far as the movies.
It doesn't hold
part
up to
three-
one is
Don't
so great.
don't forget part 3 of The Godfather.
Well, that was
Shit.
said one of the worst movies of all time. Even Caddyshack didn't make it a part. Caddyshack Part 2 sucked.
Yes.
I mean, most of now look, he's embracing. But this is I mean, and this still had 4 more to go after this, 5 more to go. Look at
what?
this.
The movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have Rocky Balboa, Creed, and Creed 2. Forget about 5. We have
Yeah.
4, Balboa, Creed, and Creed 2. Which those 2 are fucking awesome movies, Creed and Creed 2.
You put those up against the Rockies?
No, but they're great.
Yeah, they are good movies. but they're down. Yeah, I mean,
No,
you start
there's
ranking.
nothing, dude. There's not, and one is a masterpiece. I understand that. 2 is great, but 3 and 4 just.
These are probably top 3 and
every
4.
every time period has like a movie that goes on a run with like the Rockies, the Jaws movies, the Indiana Jones movies. Now it's the Avengers movies. There's always every decade has their I'm happy this was my time.
Yeah.
Oh, such a great reaction.
That's
Yeah.
great.
You
But
guys
I
smoke
mean,
cigarettes and pipes. I love it.
no, but also you could also say, I mean, out all this, whoever's running these channels, they don't put Tango and Cash on. You never see Tango and Cash on.
That should be on.
It should be on all the time. They
I
should have
mean,
if you had a
Kurt Russell-
Stallone station,
Kurt
oh my God.
Russell's not that great in
What are you
Tango and
talking-
Cash.
What?
He's not that great.
Oh, he basically carries the movie.
What did you say?
I didn't stutter.
I don't know about
He's a
that.
great actor in that
Jesus.
movie.
You say he basically carries the movie. You know who plays next to him?
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Now comes the favor. Now comes the favor.
And you're right. This is what the whole movie's about.
This whole movie is based around this.
About Apollo Creed's selfish behavior.
Yes. Look at
Mind
them.
you-
Why are they all oiled up before they even started doing anything? I'm surprised.
What do you mean?
They're all sweaty and oiled up. I'm
No, I mean,
confused.
They already
It's to
did
get-
something.
It's to get our dicks. It's to get our dicks hard.
I'm just confused. You almost would have think that they I don't know, that they were just running around and lifting
No,
weights
they-
or something. They
No,
look
they had,
great.
they had to spar before this so they can get warmed up for the actual fight.
Oh, okay. All right.
The little Greco-Roman wrestling.
Yeah. Matt Carano style.
Oh, just be careful. You get blocked.
Oh, I didn't say that. I wish he was dead. Listening to some of his takes on QW would make me fucking actually think that way, but no.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to ring the bell?
Oh, this is such a great ending.
It's unbelievable.
This is the greatest. Fuck when he starts announcing this shit to the Russians. This is the greatest ending right now.
Oh, without a doubt.
Part 4
yeah.
stinks.
No,
That-
I
that-
can
our-
change.
yeah,
you could
that,
change.
That stinks. This is great. This is how all movies should end.
Yeah.
You want to ring the bell?
Amazing. He didn't put on any weight. Usually after a fight, they'll put on a couple pounds and get back, fall out of shape. He looks like he just maybe had that fight yesterday.
I think
You knew
he
this
did.
was
I think he basically did have that fight yesterday.
Yeah.
This ending right there, as a kid, it gets no better than how this movie stops.
By the way,
Oh, yeah.
the Rocky definitely gets the better shot here. By the way,
Because he's over the top with it.
no, well, but he's underneath and then coming over
Is
the
he?
top
Are
of the
you
punch.
sure?
No, watch. He's underneath him. He's got the leverage and he comes up and over there.
I don't
He's
know.
look at that.
He's about to
Oh,
get knocked on his ass.
Paul has a head shot. Rocky has a chin shot. The chin shot always wins.
That's gonna Rocky's got him there. Although Rocky says that Rocky says in Creed that he lost the fight, right?
He did say he lost the fight.
He's making his kid feel better. I don't believe it.
Yeah, he's trying to make money off of the kid,
And
like
I'm
Creed,
thinking-
like Apollo was trying to make money off of Rocky. He's coming full circle.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a good time with this? This was fun.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So we are hopefully going to do Rocky 4. Hopefully we can all get together next week.
No way,
Um,
Kurt's
to-
gonna allow. No way, Kurt's gonna allow it.
Well, what'll end up happening is your brother want to do it with you and Kevin,
No, he won't.
because he's still
me.
pissed off at me. Oh yeah.
No, he hates. No, he hates that I do this anyway. So no. First
Why?
off, he's gonna watch 45 seconds of this and call us all fucking stupid and boring, and then he's gonna give shit to Justin for fucking up his channels.
Justin's
That's
doing a
what's
great job.
He's doing a great job.
He should
I
have been
agree.
paid a long time ago. If your brother was so fucking cheap, you should have paid him a long time ago.
Well, it's coming out of his fucking. It's
Christ.
coming out of his
There it
pocket.
is. The stupid thing he's gonna say. We had a whole show. That's stupid. You have to fucking shit.
Like it's not like we're like a
I'm-
rich family that can
I'm
just give
only-
money to people.
I'm only playing it. I've been drinking. I'm sorry. So anyway, hopefully next week we can get it Rocky 4, and then if you or somebody else has a movie that you're interested in and you watch it to this part all the way to the end, if you have something that you're passionate about, either any movie whatsoever, reach out to Justin and he will put you on the list. Just make sure it's something that you definitely know about and can speak of. Other than that, we will see you next week. Thank you very much, Justin, Kevin, Adam, and we are out of here.